name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. Alif Lam Mim Ra. These are the verses of the book which is sent down to you from your Lord is truth. Yet most of the men do not believe in it. It was Allah who raised the heavens, the skies with no visible support, and then established Himself on the throne. Is a metaphorical means He is controlling the universe with the throne. He has regulated the sun and the moon so that each will pursue its course for an appointed time. He ordains all things and makes plain His revelations so that you make certain of meeting your Lord. It was He who spread out the earth and placed upon it mountains and rivers and fruits of every kind, in male and female pairs. He drew the veil of night over the day in all this. Truly there are signs for people who reflect. On the earth are diverse tracts, adjoining one another, vineyards, the grapes fields, the grapes trees and the cornfields, and groves of palm, the single and the clustered. Their fruits are nourished by the same water, yet we make the taste of some excel than that of others. In this are also signs for people who understand. If anything can astonish you, you should surely be astonished at their asking, what, when we become dust, shall we be created anew? These are the ones who deny their Lord. Around their necks there shall be fetters. They are inheritors of the fire, the hell, and shall they abide therein forever. They demand you hasten on the evil rather than the good, although there have been many examples of punishment before them. Your Lord is full of forgiveness for mankind. Despite their wrongdoings, but He is thoroughly severe in punishment. Those who are disbelievers ask, why has no sign been sent down to him by his Lord? But you are only a warner. Every people has its guide. Allah knows what every female bears. He knows of every change within the wombs. For everything He has a proper measure. He is the knower of the unseen and the visible, the great, the most exalted. It makes no difference whether you converse in secret or aloud, whether you hide under the cloak or of night or walk about freely in the light of the day. Each has guardian angels before him and behind, who watch him at Allah's command. Allah does not change the condition of a people's lot unless they change what is in their hearts. But when Allah decrees punishment for a people, none can ward it off besides Him. They have no protector. It is He who shows you the lightning, inspiring fear and hope, and gathers up the heavy clouds, and the thunder glorifies Him with His praise, and the angels do so too in fear of Him. He sends His thunderbolts to strike anyone He pleases, yet they dispute about Allah, who is inexorable in His power. The only true appeal is to Allah alone. Those who they appeal to instead of Him will never respond to them in any way. Appeal means is invoking, praying, making supplication. The only true appeal is to Allah alone. Those who appeal to instead of Him will never respond to them in any way. They are like a man who stretches forth his hands towards the water so that it may reach his mouth, but it never does. The call of those who are disbelievers are all in vain. All who dwell in heavens and on the earth submit to Allah alone, willingly or unwillingly, as do their shadows in the mornings and in the evenings. Say, who is the Lord of the heavens and the earth? Say, Allah. Say, why do you take sky that fills river beds to overflowing, each according to its measure? The torrent carries along swelling foam akin to what rises from smelted ore from which man makes ornaments and tools. Allah thus depicts truth and falsehood. The scum is cast away, but whatever is of use to man remains behind Allah, behind. Whatever is of use to man remains behind. Allah thus speaks it in parables. There will be the best of rewards for those who respond to their Lord, while those who do not respond to Him, if they possess they who are true to their bond with Allah and never break their covenant, and those who join together what Allah has commanded to be joined, and fear their Lord and dread the harshness of the reckoning. Those who are steadfast in seeking the favor of their Lord and pray regularly and spend secretly and openly out of what we have provided them with, and ward off evil with good, theirs shall be the final abode. They shall enter the eternal gardens of Eden along with the righteous from among their forefathers, wives, and descendants. From every gate the angels will come to them saying, Peace be upon you. Salaam alaikum. Peace be upon you for all that you have steadfastly endured. How excellent is the final abode. As for those who break the covenant of Allah after having confirmed it, who cut asunder what Allah has commanded to be joined and spread corruption in the land, a curse shall be laid on them. They shall have an evil abode. Allah gives abundantly to whom He will, and sparingly to whom He pleases. Rejoice in the life of this world, yet the life of this world is but a fleeting pleasure compared with the life to come. Those who are disbelievers, this ask, why has no sign been sent down to him by his Lord? Say, Allah lets go astray whom He wills and guides to Himself those who turn to Him. Those who believe and whose hearts find comfort in the remembrance of Allah, surely in the remembrance of Allah hearts can find comfort. As for those who believe and do righteous deeds, blissful is their end. Thus we have sent you to a people before whom other people have passed away, so that you may recite to them what we have revealed to you. Yet they deny the gracious Allah. Say, He is my Lord, there is no God but He. In Him I put my trust, and to Him I shall return. Even if there were a Quran by which mountains could be set in motion, by which the earth could be rent asunder, or by which the dead could be made to speak, they would not believe in it. Surely all the things are subject to will of Allah. Are the faithful unaware that had He pleased, Allah could have guided all mankind? Calamity shall not cease to strike those who deny the truth because of their misdeeds, because of their bad deeds, or to strike near their homes. Until Allah's promise be fulfilled, Allah will not fail to keep His promise. Other messengers were also mocked before, but though I granted respite to those who denied the truth, at last I seized them, and how fearful was my punishment. Is then He who watches over every soul and its action, yet they ascribe partners to Allah. Say, name them. Or do you presume to inform Him of something on the earth of which He does not know? Or is all this only your verbal assertion? Indeed, their devices seem fair to those who deny the truth, the disbelievers, and they are kept back from the right way. There can be no guide for those whom Allah lets go astray. Punishment awaits them in the present life, but harsher is the punishment of the hereafter. No one will defend them against Allah. Such is the paradise which the righteous have been promised. It is watered by running streams. Eternal is its fruit, and eternal is its shade. That is the recompense of those who are righteous. But the recompense of those who deny the truth is the fire. Those to whom we send the scriptures rejoice in what has been revealed to you, while some factions deny parts of it. Some groups deny parts of it. Say to them, I have been commanded only to worship Allah and not to associate partners with Him. To Him I pray and to Him I shall return. Thus we have revealed it as a commandment in Arabic. If you followed their desires after all the knowledge which has come to you, you would have no protector nor shield against Allah. We sent down messengers before you and gave them wives and children, yet it was not possible for a messenger to bring a sign, except by the command of Allah. Every age has had its revelation. Allah abrogates or confirms what He pleases. With Him is the source of all commandments. Whether we show you part of what we have promised them or cause you to pass away, your mission is only to give warning. It is for us to do their reckoning. Do they not see how we come to land and shrink its borders? Allah decides, no one can ever reverse His decision, and He is swift in reckoning. Those before them did also devise His plots, but in all things the master planning is from Allah. He knows that each soul does. He knows what each soul does. Those who deny the truth, the disbelievers, shall soon know for whom is the final abode. Those who deny the truth, the disbelievers, say, you are not messenger of Allah. Say, sufficient is Allah as my witness between me and you, and those who have knowledge of the book. Surah Ibrahim, Surah number 14. In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful. Alif Lam Ra, we have revealed to you this book so that by their Lord's command you may lead man from darkness to the light, to the path of mighty, the praiseworthy one. To Allah who possesses whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Woe to those who are disbelievers, for they shall be sternly punished. Woe to those who love in this life more than the hereafter, who turns others away from the path of Allah and seek to make it crooked. They have gone far astray. Each messenger we have sent have spoken in the language of his own people, so that he might make the message clear to them. But Allah lets go astray whom He will and guides whom He will. He is Almighty, the All-Wise. We send Musa with our signs, saying, lead your people out of the darkness into the light and remind them of days of Allah. In that there are signs for every patient, grateful person. Musa said to his people, remember Allah's goodness to you when He delivered you from Pharaoh's people, who were treating you cruelly, putting your sons to death and sparing only your daughters. Surely that was a great trial from your Lord. Remember also the time when your Lord declared if you are grateful, I will surely bestow my favors on you. But if you are ungrateful, then know that my punishment is severe. Indeed, Musa said, if you should deny the truth and all who dwell on earth together, Allah is sufficient, praiseworthy. Allah has no problem. Has not news come to you concerning those who preceded you, such as Noah's people and Ad and Thamud, as well those who came after them? Only Allah knows who they were. The messengers came to them with clear signs, but they put their hands to their mouths, saying, We deny the message you have been sent with. We have grave doubts about what you are inviting us to do. Their messenger said, is there any doubt about Allah, the originators of the skies, the heavens and the earth, the universe? So Allah is the originator of the universe. He calls you to Him, not just the universe, but above the universe, the other heavens, the other skies. He is also creator, and He is creator of everything. He calls you to Him in order to forgive you some of your offenses and to reprieve you for a specific period. They said, you are only human beings like ourselves. You want to divert us from what our forefathers have been worshipping. So bring us some clear authority. Their messengers reply, we are indeed mortals, humans like yourselves. But Allah bestows His grace on such of His servants as He chooses. We cannot give you miracles except by Allah's command. In Allah, let true believers put their trust. And why should we not put our trust in Allah when He has already guided us to our paths? We will surely bear with patience all harm you do us. So in Allah, let those who trust put their trust. Those who deny the truth say to their messenger, we shall banish you from our land unless you return to our ways. But their Lord inspired the messengers, saying, we shall destroy the evildoers and settle you in the land to succeed them. That is for anyone who is in fear of meeting me and who heeds my warnings. When they shout our judgment, every stubborn oppressor was frustrated. Beyond him is hell, and he shall drink putrid water. He will sip and will not find it easy to swallow it. Death will approach him from every quarter, yet he will not die in the next life. Because next life, people in the hell will be forever, never die. And people in paradise will be forever, will never die. More intense suffering will lie ahead of him. The works of those who deny their Lord are like ashes, which the winds scatter on storm day. They shall gain nothing from what they do. To act thus is to stray far into error. Do you not see that Allah has created the heavens and the earth for a purpose? He can eliminate you if He wills and bring into being a new creation. That is no difficult thing for Allah. They shall all appear before Allah, and the weak will say to those who behave proudly, we were your followers, can you protect us from Allah's punishment? They will reply, had Allah given us guidance, we would have guided you. It is all the same whether we are patient or impatient. There is no escape for us from the hell. When the judgment has been passed, Shaitan will say to them, Allah made you a true promise. I too made you promises, but I failed you. I had no authority over you, except that I called you and you responded to me. Do not blame me, but blame yourselves. I cannot help you, nor can you help me. I reject your former act in associating me with Allah. Wrongdoers will have a painful punishment. So Shaitan will say to the people on the day of judgment, those who followed him, that I made a false promise to you and you followed that. And Allah made a true promise, but you did not follow that. So don't blame me, but blame yourself. But those who believed and did good deeds will be brought into gardens in paradise with rivers flowing through them. They shall abide there forever by their Lord's permission, and will be welcomed with the greetings, salam. Do you not see how Allah is a good tree? Do you not see how Allah compares a kalima tayyibah, the good word, to a good tree? Its roots is firm and its branches are in the sky. It yields its fruit every season with its Lord's permission. Allah makes such comparisons for people in order that they may take heed. But an evil word is like an evil tree, torn out of the earth. It has no foothold. Allah will strengthen the believers with His steadfast word, both in the present life and in the hereafter. Allah lets the wrongdoers go astray. He does what He wills. Do you not see those who, in exchange for Allah's favor, offer only ingratitude and cause their people to descend into the abode of ruin? In hell shall they burn, an evil place to stay. They have set up rivals to Allah, to lead people away from His path. Say, enjoy yourself a while. You will then proceed to the fire. Tell my servants, those who are true believers, to keep up prayers and give the alms, the charity, secretly and openly, out of what we have given them, before the day comes when there will be neither trading nor befriending. It was Allah who created the heavens and the earth. He sends down water from the sky, with which He brings forth fruits for your sustenance. He has made ships subservient to you, so that you may sail across the sea by His command, and has subjected the rivers to you. He has also subjected to you the sun and the moon, both steadfastly pursuing their courses. He has subjected to you the night as well as the day. He has given you all that you ask of Him. And if you try to count up the favors of Allah, you will never be able to count them. Truly, man is very unjust, very ungrateful, very unthankful. When Ibrahim said, my Lord, make this city of peace, make this a city of peace, the Makkah, and help me and my children to keep away from worshipping idols. And help me and my children to keep away from worshipping idols. My Lord, they have led so many men astray. Anyone who follows me is with me, but if anyone turns against me, you are surely forgiving, merciful. O Lord, I have settled some of my offspring in an uncultivable valley near your sacred house in Makkah. It was in Makkah. O my Lord, so that they might establish their prayers. So make some people's heart inclined towards them, and provide them with fruits, so that they may be grateful. O my Lord, you have knowledge of all that we hide and all that we reveal. Nothing in the heaven or on the earth is hidden from you. Praise be to Allah who has bestowed upon me, despite my old age, Ismail and Isaac. Surely my Lord is hearer of prayer. My Lord, grant that I may keep up the prayer, and so may my offspring. My Lord, accept my prayer, forgive me, my Lord, and give my parents, and forgive my parents, and all the believers. On the day of reckoning, the day of accounting, do not think Allah is unaware of the wrongdoers' actions. He only gives them respite till the day on which all eyes will stare fixedly in horror. They will hurry on in fright, their deeds lifted up, their gaze directed forward, their minds utterly void. Warn men of the day when the punishment will come upon them, and when the wrongdoers will say, our Lord, grant us respite for a short while. We will respond to your call and will follow the messengers. Are you not those who swear that you would never suffice any decline? You lived in dwellings of those who wronged themselves, and it was made clear to you how we had dealt with them, and we gave you many examples. They hatched their plots, but these plots were all within Allah's knowledge. Though their plots were such as to shake the mountains, never think that Allah will fail in His promise to His messengers. Allah is mighty, the capable of retribution, the revenge. On the day when the earth shall be changed into another earth, as shall be the heavens, they will all appear before Allah on the day of judgment. They all will be appear before Allah, the one, the most supreme. On day you shall see the guilty bound in chains. Their garment shall be of pitch, and the fire shall envelop their faces. Allah will require each soul according to its deeds. Swift is the reckoning of Allah. Swift is the accounting of Allah. This is a message for mankind. Let them take warning from it and know that He is but only one God. Let those possessed of the understanding may take heed. The rocky track, the Al-Hijr, Surah Al-Hijr. In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful, Alif Lam Ra. These are the verses of a clear book, the Quran. A time will surely come when those who are bent on denying the truth, the disbelievers, will wish that they had surrendered themselves to Allah, that they should be Muslims to surrender to Allah, to command of Allah. So leave them to eat and enjoy themselves, and let them be beguiled by vain hopes, for soon they will realize the truth. We have never destroyed a township without a definite decree having been issued. No people can forestall their doom, nor can they delay it. They say, you to whom the reminder, the Quran, has been sent down, you are surely possessed. Why do you not bring down the angels upon us, if you are truthful? But we send down the angels only to bring justice, and they will not be deprived. It is we who send down the reminder, the Quran, and we will most certainly safeguard it. So that was the guarantee for the Quran, not to be changed. Other books were not guaranteed by Allah, so people change, and they were only for those time. And Quran is until the day of judgment. So Allah guard it. Allah give the guarantee to protect it, and that's why the Quran is unchanged. And it's memorized by the millions of Muslims. So even if all the Quran will be destroyed by the disbelievers, still they cannot finish, because it's in the hearts and minds of the Muslims, millions of Muslims. There are more than 1.5 billion Muslims, and every Muslim memorize little bit Quran, but there are millions who memorize whole Quran, the 6,666 words, 6,600, more than 6,600 verses, more than 600 pages, memorized even by the children. We sent messengers before you to the previous peoples, but there was never a messenger who came to them, but they mocked him. Thus we cause these to enter into hearts of the sinful. They will not believe in it, though they have before them the example of former peoples. And even if we open to them a door from heaven, and they began ascending through it, they would still say, our eyes have been dazzled, we are bewitched. We have placed constellation in heavens, and have beautified it for beholders, and we have guarded it from every accursed devil. But if anyone eavesdrops, he is pursued by bright flaming fire. The devils pursued by a bright flaming fire. We have spread out the earth and set upon its firm mountains, and caused everything to grow. And cause everything to grow in due proportion. We have provided them a means of livelihood for you and for all those creatures for whom you do not provide. There is not a thing but its storehouses are with us, but we only send down each thing in an appropriate measure. We let loose fertilizing winds and bring water from the sky for you to drink, and you could not have stored it up for yourselves. Truly it is we who bring to the life, and we who cause death, and we are the inheritor of everything. We know those who lived before you and those who will come after you. It is your Lord who will gather them. He is all-wise, all-knowing. We created man out of dry clay from molded mud, and the jinn we had created from flaming fire. Your Lord said to the angels, I am about to bring into being a man wrought from mud. When I have performed him and breathed my spirit into him, means the spirit created by Allah, fall down in prostration before him, for him, not to him, but for him, for his success, that he is going to be the Khalif on the earth. Then the angels all prostrated themselves together, but Shaitan did not. He refused to join those who prostrated themselves. Allah asked, what is the matter with you that you are not among those who have prostrated themselves? He replied, I am not one to prostrate myself for a man whom you have created out of a clay of molded mud. Allah said, then get out of here, for you are accursed, and the curse shall be on you till the day of judgment. Shaitan said, O my Lord, grant me respite till the day of resurrection. He said, you are granted respite till that appointed day. He said, my Lord, since you have let me go astray, I shall make the path of error seem alluring to them on the earth, and shall mislead them all, except for your chosen servants. Allah said, this is a path which leads us straight to me. Surely you shall have no power over my true servants, except those misguided ones who choose to follow you. Surely hell is the place to which they are destined. It has 7 gates, and each gate has a portion of them allotted to it. A while ago, the explanation of the spirit, Allah created the body and spirit for us. Allah himself is free from body and spirit. So spirit of Allah means is the spirit created by Allah. Some people are misguiding of this because Allah is free from body and Allah is free from the spirit. We are combination of body and spirit. So the spirit of Allah means the spirit created by Allah. The same way when we say the Baytullah, the house of Allah, it doesn't mean that Allah lives in that house, but it is house of worship of Allah. Truly the God-fearing shall dwell amid gardens, the paradise and fountains. Enter therein peace and security. We shall cleanse their hearts of all traces of ill will. They will be like brethren sitting on couches, facing one another. They will not be affected by any weariness there, and they will never be made to leave from paradise. Tell my servant that I am alone. I alone am the forgiving, the merciful one, and my punishment is painful punishment. Tell them about Ibrahim's guests. When they came to him, they greeted him with peace, with salam. He said, we feel afraid of you. They said, do not be afraid. We come to you with the good news. You shall have a son who shall be endowed with great knowledge. He said, do you bring me such news despite my old age? What kind of good news are you bringing me? They said, we have indeed given you glad tidings in truth. Did not therefore despair. He said, who but misguided did despair of the mercy of their Lord. Then he asked, what then is your business, O messengers? And the Prophet Ibrahim asked to the angels why they are coming here on the earth. They said, we have been sent forth to a guilty people, except for the family of Lot, all of whom we shall rescue, except his wife. We have decreed that she will be among those who remain behind. When the messengers came to Lot and his family, he said, you are strangers. They said, no, but we bring you news about what they disputed, and we have come to you with the truth, and surely we are truthful. So live with your family sometime in the latter part of the night, and walk behind them. Let none of you look at back. Go where you are commanded. We communicated to him our decree that the guilty ones would be destroyed by the morning. The people of the town came along, reveling, and he told them, these are my guests, so do not disgrace me. Fear Allah and do not shame me. They said, did we not forbid you to extend hospitality to strangers? He said, here are my daughters. If you must act in this way, means the daughters, the women of the town, could be, or the other way, to rather that you are looking for homosexuality, it's better to marry the woman, which is a natural way. But they were very bad people, they were homosexuals, so Allah destroyed them all by sending the angels. By your life, they wandered on in their wild intoxication, and thereupon the blast overtook them. The blast of our punishment overtook them at sunrise. We turned the town upside down and rained upon them the stones of clay with fire. There are certainly signs in that for those who learn a lesson. It is still there on the highway. Surely in this there is a sign for those who believe. The people of the wood were also surely wrongdoers. So we took vengeance on them. Both are still there on the highway, plain for all to see. The people of Al-Hijr also rejected our messengers. We gave them our signs, but they turned away from them. They carved out dwellings in the mountains and lived in security. The blast overtook them early one morning. All that they had acquired was of no avail to them. We have created the heavens and the earth and all that is between the two in accordance with your grief on their account. Lower your wing of mercy for the believers, and say, I am indeed a plain warner, such as we send down for those who are divisive, and who have broken the scripture into fragments. By your Lord we shall question them all about whatever they had been doing. Proclaim openly what you are commanded, and avoid the polytheists, the idol worshippers. We will surely suffice you against those who mock, who sets up another God with Allah, but they shall soon learn. We do indeed know how your heart is distressed at what they say, but glorify your Lord with his praise and prostrate yourself to Allah and worship your Lord until what is certain, the death comes to you.